Hey guys, welcome back to our vegan kitchen. It is day 8 of Veganuary.
We don't even know anymore.
I think it's 8. Today is pizza night for my family, and since I'm gluten-free, I usually find something else to eat because I don't always feel like making a gluten-free pizza. I'm making potato gnocchi today, and it's hard to find gluten-free potato gnocchi, but I've got a recipe today. So this one is super simple. It's only like 4 ingredients, and I've already started for you guys. So let me show you what I've done. I baked 6 medium russet potatoes, and the way that I did that was
This is
the shrapnel that's left.
Yeah.
This is the insides. I scrubbed the potatoes. I did not I did not hit them. No, I did not poke any holes in them. Like usually when you bake potatoes, you poke holes in them to let the steam out. I did not do that because I wanted it to be sealed so that the inside would steam nicely and be all, creamy on the inside and not dry out. So after an hour at 375, I let them cool by cutting them in half and hastening the cooling by opening it up a little bit. When it was cool enough to handle so I wouldn't burn myself, I scooped out the inside and I put the inside in here. I saved the skins over here because you could eat these with a little butter, with a little vegan cheese.
We'll find a use for that.
Yeah, you could probably even air fry these and make them a little crispier.
Skin chips.
Skin chips. How appetizing. So what I'm going to add to this, it's still a little bit warm. I'm going to add some salt. I would say about half a teaspoon. Very scientific. And also I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of vegan butter. And I'm going to give it a really good mix. You want to make sure that there's as little lumps as possible, because that's what's going to make your gnocchi fall apart. When you have it very finely smashed up, like Play-Doh, that's when your gnocchi will hold together the best. So we're going to take this over to the mixer. We're going to give it a good mix. We're going to wait until it's completely cool, and then we're going to add our flour. Make sure it's completely incorporated so that there's no lumps and no like butter. You can't see any butter or anything like that. Just like Play-Doh, like potato Play-Doh. Alright, so now we're ready to add our flour. It's all mixed up. It looks like great potato Play-Doh. We're going to add a cup of flour, but we're going to do it a little bit at a time. We're going to do 1/3 of a cup at a time. And I also wanted to mention that a lot of people, when they make gnocchi, boil their potatoes. They cut up, they peel and they cut up the potatoes and they boil it. But the problem with that is, and why I prefer baking, you're introducing too much moisture into the potato. And when it's time to add the flour, the potatoes are super wet. And yes, you could dry it down with the flour, but it will make it tougher. You won't have a nice, light, fluffy gnocchi. It will be much, much fluffier and delicious if you bake the potatoes and then just take the skins off afterwards. So let's mix in our flour, or start to mix in our flour. Alright, I'm going to add another 1/3. Remember, you don't want any flour clouds.
That's right.
And we got our final 1/3. So we just want to mix this until everything is incorporated, and then we'll be ready to shape. Alright, here we are with our dough, and it's looking lovely. We're going to work with a little bit at a time. And what you do is you make a rope.
Wow.
Right? You don't want it too thick and you don't want it too thin. You want it just right, little bear. And then we cut our individual gnocchi. And then I'm just going to give you an example. You make a ridge. And that is what's going to hold the sauce. It's not showing up very well.
No, it's not. There we go.
That's what holds the pasta sauce on.
They look like those little pretzel bites.
Right? So we're going to make a whole tray of these. We're going to bring some water to the boil. We're going to cook them for 3 minutes and we'll be ready to sauce them. Alright, so we're ready to cook. And we're going to do these in small batches, and it's going to take about 3 minutes per batch. You can tell they're done when they float up to the surface, and then you just use a slotted spoon and scoop them off. So we're going to drop them in gently. You don't want to, you know, throw them all in there in a big clump. You just want to do it one at a time or two at a time, because you don't want them all floating to the top at the same time either. And you just want to scoop them up as they get to the top.
All right.
It's probably a good idea to mix a little sauce in as they come out of the water, because you don't want them to stick together. So, you know, just toss in a little bit of sauce so that you don't get a big clump of gnocchi. Oh my.
Wowzers.
That looks amazing.
It looks
Too
really
bad you're
good.
not in focus, but you are now.
What are you gonna do?
At least you're not like the ring girl.
Oh my god. This came together so quickly once you got it going.
Yeah.
And it was super easy too.
Once the potatoes were baked,
yeah,
it was very, very quick.
Oh,
so you could definitely make the potatoes days in advance and just pull them out when the aces are out.
There you go. Yeah, and you could do any type of sauce you want.
You could do a browned butter.
You could do,
with some, sage butter. Yeah.
Or like a pesto would be really good.
One time when we had gnocchi, didn't we do a vegan cream cheese garlic? Like
that sounds really good.
Yeah.
Like an Alfredo type?
Yes.
Mm. Well, let's see what this is. We are using the Paisana marinara sauce.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Great stuff. Don't be afraid.
Mmm. That is delicious.
It's light. It's fluffy.
Yes.
It's not.
All right,
yeah. It's not a lead bomb in your stomach.
No, it doesn't feel as like heavy.
Right.
As some other gnocchis do.
Right.
Very tasty.
All right. Well, thank you for participating.
I actually like the whole thing, but I'm having pizza later.
You're having pizza tonight. This is my dinner.
I know, this is yours.
I'm not eating the whole thing.
I might have a few.
There's going to be leftovers for sure.
Yeah. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Let us know if you give this a try.
Hope you're enjoying Veganuary as much as we are.
Yeah, we've been eating a lot of great food because of
it. We have.
It's been fun. But thanks again, and until next time, much love.